Alright guys, so this is a video that people have inevitably been asking us to make ever since we got into this venture of making our own saxophones. For those of you who don't already know, myself and Jack Tyler, the owner of the Boston Sax Shop, delved into designing and making our own saxophones. We made two saxophone models, the Nexus 1 and the Nexus Select. The difference between those two are very minute. We'll talk about that in a second. Ever since I started playing those horns, people have been asking, will you make a video comparing these horns to the legendary Selmer Mark VI? So here we have it. We have my Mark VI. This one, I haven't looked in so long. This is a serial number 140 something. I guess I'm not supposed to tell you the whole serial number. I don't really care. But anyway, so this is a serial number 140. It's a beautiful horn. I played it for years. I love it. I am not here to tell you that we made a better horn than the Mark VI. But I am here to tell you that I have been fascinated by new horns over the past several years. I have played probably all the brands that I know of that are out there. And for me personally, there is just something about new horns that I really dig. However, we all know that they are riddled with so many problems, and so Jack and I set out to fix all those problems. The main complaint that everybody has about new horns is they're so damn heavy. So the first thing that Jack did was he turned his shop into a total chop shop for a while. I remember back then he was taking pictures and sending me videos of just all these saxophones that he was just messing around with, disassembling and just figuring out how a new saxophone could function in a much lighter way. So I think what we're most proud about with these new Nexus saxophones is that we were able to make a premier horn that weighs the same as a Mark VI. Jack literally got a scale out. I don't even know how it works, but he sent me videos and he actually was weighing the Nexus prototypes to make sure he could get it down to the same weight as a Mark VI. So new horns a lot of times naturally resonate a little bit more and they just sound a little more fresh just by nature of them not being so aged. Of course, this stuff is all subjective, but one thing's for sure, a lot of newer horns are using really, let's just say, not so great saxophone parts. So when we designed this, Jack made sure that we were using premium materials. So both the Nexus 1 and the Nexus Select are essentially the same. Just the Nexus Select has this pristine double silver plated bell that gives the player another option. Some people do really like that silver bell sound. So we really get the best of both worlds there. But aside from that, both of these horns are built essentially the same. They both have Pisoni Pro Italian leather pads, nickel plated brass resonators, ultra suede regulation material, meticulous balance of natural and synthetic cork, double silver plated necks. The Nexus 1 has a dark patina finish that looks really nice. And with both these horns, we solder the bell and bow. That's actually the old school way of doing it, and what it does is it just gives increased resonance there. Most new horns actually use an epoxy or another glue. It's just not as good of a way of doing it. Then from there, we've got premium blued steel springs, light key action. It's gonna feel broken in right out of the case. Jack and I spent a lot of time on the ergonomics of the saxophone because I really like a lighter spring tension just so you feel like you can kind of fly around the horn. The body of both of these horns is a true bare brass, and because of that, these things are gonna age beautifully over time. And honestly, most importantly to us, this is really near and dear to our hearts. Jack is actually hand assembling every single saxophone at his shop in Boston. And every single horn that we're shipping, I am actually play testing before we ship it out. We're taking the quality control extremely seriously here. This is a project that's really special to us, and we want to make sure that we're getting you the best possible instruments. All that being said, look, remember guys, I'm not here to tell you that this is a better instrument than the Selmer Mark VI. The Selmer Mark VI is legendary for many, many reasons, but we are really happy to have created a new alternative that we sincerely think is the best on the market and is at a fraction of the cost of a vintage Selmer Mark VI. So without any further ado, we're gonna do a playtest comparison. And what we're gonna do so you can honestly hear this stuff and not be biased, for your own sake, we're first going to play these recordings with literally no visual. So the screen is now gonna go blank and you're just gonna hear three different saxophones. One is gonna be the Nexus 1, another is gonna be the Selmer Mark VI, and another one is gonna be the Nexus Select. To start, we're not gonna tell you what's what. That way, for your own sake, you can decide what you like the best without knowing what it is just yet. Then after that, of course, we'll play you the same clips and you'll see the visual after. So this just gives you the opportunity to hear it and decide what you like better without any bias going into it. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this little comparison here. I know we had a blast over the past couple of years diving deep into this project, and we're already getting such great feedback from those of you guys who've gotten the horns already. Thank you so much for trusting us with your sound. It really means the world to us. If you haven't already, click subscribe, click the like button, leave us a comment here on the channel, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching.